Now let's take a look at a living room Kimberley designed for one of her clients.
Unlike the fine artist who begins every project with a blank canvas, the interior designer usually starts with a few elements in place. So it's our job to be kind of sleuths and figure out what should everything look like. And look what we started with here. Beautiful proportions, lovely high ceilings, gorgeous crown molding, lovely trim around the doors and windows. All I had to do here is not mess it up. The living room space is kind of narrow, and the clients were convinced we wouldn't be able to put this much furniture in here. But as you can see, two 84-inch sofas facing each other, needed this huge coffee table in the center to keep the conversation going and flowing. Two chairs opposite. Yeah, they hang out in the hallway a little bit, but there's plenty of room for people to walk by. And what a difference when you have those two chairs and you're able to face the fireplace. And of course, this space is flooded with light thanks to the oversized door and the big window. Look at how it opens up the entranceway. Slim console table, a statue the clients already own, and tucked a leather stool underneath. Even though my clients love neutrals, I convinced them that a shot of color in the living room is something we could carry through the whole main floor to a really good effect. Behind the sofa, this is my favorite piece. It's a concrete bench I found. It makes it so fun when someone's in the kitchen cooking, not me hopefully, and your friends can hang out and sit down and drink a glass of wine. And what a kitchen. When the clients purchased the house, the kitchen was already here. It's a gorgeous white backdrop to a very busy family, and it was really a pleasure to work in this space. We did add the bar stools, and I'm a big fan of bar stools that have a back. They're much more comfortable. And as well, the woven leather, again, very comfortable. Now the dining room sees a lot of action. They have a lot of parties. It's quite large, but of course the leaf means it can be smaller. The light fixture was a really fun choice, and I'm glad they decided to go for it. We also have a sitting area over here in this corner, and a favorite item in the house, something the clients brought with them, is the large art book by Annie Leibovitz. My clients had this and the acrylic stand. I added the turquoise stool so you could saddle up and really enjoy the images, and you can see Mick above looking down at the book, wondering where his photo is. I found these hammered silver bowls when I was in Thailand. I remember sending my client a message and saying, you have to have them. And so we put them here on the dining room table, and they look beautiful, empty. But then one day she phoned and she said, you know what, I have no idea how to put flowers in those bowls. They're so tall, they're so deep. So I decided I would help her come up with a couple of different ideas. The trick is, when you have a deep bowl like that, is to fill the bottom with something like Oasis, because then you don't have to buy as many flowers. You just make them feel a little bit more shallow. Then you need another bowl inside. This one is perfect. It will sit right on top of the Oasis. And now the goal is really just to fill that bowl. You might fill it with hydrangeas. It'll be really pretty. And we're going to do something just a little bit fancier. I've got a plastic trough here and pieces of Oasis that I've already cut up. And you're familiar with this. You get it at craft store or the florist. This is already wet. And then I'm going to take some Schemia, which you can find at any flower supply store. It's really pretty. I love the little buried flowers. I stick it in there, and I'll go all the way around the outside with the Schemia. And this is if you're having a dinner party. It's going to be a little bit fancier as an arrangement. And when you have that completely filled in, it's going to look like the ring over there. And now it's a really easy matter of filling that glass vase, dropping it in the center amidst all the greens. And then you'll pick up the entire trough carefully, and you'll drop it into the bowl. Instant arrangement. So using the same system, you could put anything in. That's Campanula. Look how beautiful an orchid looks. Same vase. I just put the orchids in their natural plastic vases and insert it. Et voila.